Aloha Nui Patriots, it's Shariraye with the verse of the day, October 3. But I fear, lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your minds should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Christ. For if he who comes preaches another Jesus, whom we have not preached, or if you receive another spirit, which you have not received, or another gospel, which you have not accepted, you might well bear with him. 2 Corinthians 11, verse 3 and 4. The gospel of Christ is the message of the cross, is very simple and easy to understand. In fact, a little child can understand it. It is Jesus Christ and him crucified, and our faith in that finished work. But Satan seeks to pervert the gospel by introducing his wares, which he always does through the church. In other words, religious men come up with all type of attractive schemes which seem right to the carnal mind, but which, in fact, are very wrong. They are wrong because they do not make Christ and the cross the central theme of their belief system. The problem in Paul's day was the method Satan was using concerned Jewish preachers from Jerusalem or Judea who claimed Christ as the Messiah, but who also claimed that the Gentiles had to also keep the law of Moses, that is, if they were to be saved, Acts 15 verse 1. Their gospel would not win souls, as no false gospel will win souls, so they had to parasite off the churches which Paul had planted. They tried to turn these converts, whether in the church at Corinth, or Ephesus, or Galatia, etc. They wanted to turn them from grace to law. So Paul's statement is according to the following: unless the message is Jesus Christ and him crucified, then whatever is being preached is pure and simple another Jesus. It is produced by another spirit. The end result is another gospel which will help no one. In fact, it will greatly hurt and hinder, as should be obvious. Tragically and sadly, most of that which is presently being preached in the churches in America, in fact all over the world, is another Jesus. I say that simply because I also know that the cross is little preached. It is alluded to at times regarding salvation, and there are certainly some who strongly uphold the great salvation message that Jesus died for us. But most know absolutely nothing about the cross of Christ as it regards sanctification. In other words, to tell someone how to live for God, they will propose things which aren't scriptural and which fall out to another Jesus. That's the reason the apostle said that we must examine ourselves, whether we be in the faith, 2 Corinthians 13 verse 5.